Hi, my name is Vache Sapanian, and today we have a special guest, Glendale High School school psychologist, Dr. Taylor. How are you doing today?
I'm good, Vache. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. So, finals are coming up. I can't believe how the school year is this semester is almost coming to end. Can you believe how fast it went?
No, isn't that funny? I feel like it was just August and now it's almost time for winter break.
Yeah, and finals are coming soon, and then students are getting ready to study for their finals. So that's why we decided to have you on the program so we could talk about stress management and how students can, study for their finals. So I have a few questions I'll be asking, and hopefully by the end of this program, our students will learn more about how they can, reduce their stress and what they could do to get ready for their finals.
Great.
So my first question is, what are some tips on how to manage your time leading up to finals? Because finals are coming up really soon.
I know. And I first of all want to wish everyone the very best of luck as we're coming to an end of the semester. As you said, I know it's a very busy time. And I know that most students are trying their very hardest to keep their grades up or improve their grades. So that time management piece is really, really important. I really encourage students to prioritize what needs to get done, really focusing on the things that are worth the most amount of points, the things that the teachers are really encouraging you to get done. That will help you stay organized, as well as keeping a list of everything that's due and what days and times they're all due at. I know our schedules are all a little crazy this year, and some days you have first period and then other days you don't. And so you really want to make sure that you yourself have a good picture in your own mind of when things are due, and just being very realistic about how long it's going to take you to do it. I know for myself, sometimes when I get a little overwhelmed, I forget to include as much time as I need, and I get unrealistic, and I think that I can get something done in not as much time as it's actually going to take. So I think really being realistic and honest with yourself about how much time it's going to take to complete a paper or assignment is very important.
Yeah, that's really good advice. Thank you so much, because I also do that too, because I also have like a lot of classes because I'm also a senior. I also have a list. I usually put like a list of things I need to get done in the beginning of the day in the morning, so I can cross out what I have done and what I still have to do, because that really helps making the list and schedule. Thank you so much for that answer. So my next question is, what type of breaks should students take while studying for their finals, or it could be doing their homework? What kind of breaks could they take that could be helpful, and they could manage their time with their breaks and not take like an over break?
Exactly. Over break is exactly what I wanted to talk about. Everybody needs to space their time out. It is absolutely impossible, and we don't do our best work if we're trying to do hours and hours and hours of things on time without giving ourselves at least a little break. I recommend starting with the hardest assignment, or the thing that you're looking forward to doing the least, just to get that out of the way, because otherwise you'll procrastinate and you will continue to not want to do it. Um, and then rewarding yourself with a break. So remembering that it's hard, and we're all in front of the computer so much now with our Zooms and everything, to give yourself at least a 5-minute movement break every hour. That's what they recommend. And to really treat yourself when you get that horrible assignment, or that one that you're really not looking forward to, done. But you don't, as you said, you don't want to take an over break, and you don't want to work for 25 minutes and then be gone for 6 hours and not get anything done. So I recommend thinking about something that you're really going to enjoy, or that's going to really relax you or put you in a good mood, and then setting a timer on your phone so that you don't take too long. So either watching an episode of a show that maybe is 20 or 30 minutes long, and then going back, and you have to be strict with yourself. You have to go back to work, or going for a walk. Just taking that time for yourself to reset and prepare yourself for the next task. As long as that break does not become the end of your workday, then I think breaks are really good to stay focused.
Yeah, thank you so much. So my next question is, how can students stay organized during this time? There was one answer you gave me that students can make, like a list and schedule. Is there anything else they could do to be organized with their work and assignments?
Yeah, I think it depends on each student, right? Like you said, you like writing lists and crossing things off, and I do too. Some people don't like lists because it makes them actually more anxious. Sometimes people find an easier time keeping organized using their phone and setting reminders in their phone. I think most students are on Google Classroom right now, and there's ways to stay organized there and to prioritize your assignments. So and then one other thing that I wanted to mention is that it's also important to keep your space organized. When you have piles of papers and you don't know where anything is, that can make it really hard to complete your work. So you want to organize your physical space, and then you want to make sure that you just have a list or a way of accounting for what needs to be done in a way that makes best sense for you, and a way that's going to keep it easiest for you to see what needs to be done and what hasn't been done yet. The last thing you want to be doing at this time is scrambling and looking in 6 different places for papers or for assignments, and getting yourself confused or frustrated. You just want to set yourself up for the most success possible during this time so that you can do the best job possible.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And then we have 2 more questions. We're getting a lot of information that's helping our students right now who are watching. So my next question is, how can students take care of themselves when it comes to stress? This is a really important question because while students are, they're still doing their homework or assignments and getting ready for finals, they should still find a way to take care of themselves because that's really important.
Absolutely, and thank you for bringing that up, Vache. That's the other side of time management, is making sure that you're taking care of your needs and your stress level. We know that this is a stressful time of year with both academically and getting everything you need done for school, but also a stressful time of year because the holidays are coming up and the break is coming up, and it's an unusual year anyway, and so it is really important that people maintain some sort of consistency in their life. And I know for most students, the one thing that goes out the window first is a steady sleep schedule. People try to get by with not enough sleep, or they're staying up quite late, and then it's hard for them to wake up in the morning. I think most of us are guilty of that. But one way to sort of naturally reduce your stress is to just keep yourself on a good schedule where you know when you're eating, you know that you're sleeping, you know that you're drinking enough water, all of those basic things that we all know how to do, but sometimes we somehow manage to forget when we're feeling stressed out. Taking care of our bodies by, like I said, getting enough movement breaks and physical exercise, whatever makes you feel calm and relaxed. So that's different things for different people. Some people like listening to music. Some people like watching silly cat videos. It just depends. But I think everybody kind of has a sense of things that they can do that make themselves feel good and feel more relaxed. And of course, we know no one does their best work when they're feeling very, very stressed out. So those things go hand in hand, doing those self-care, that basic routine, and then also making sure that you have your time management so you don't leave everything for the very, very last second should help students get through the next few days, at least in a successful way.
Yeah. And then thank you so much for the answer. And then, so my last question is, overall, what are some steps people could do to reduce their stress overall? I know you mentioned some. Is there anything else you would like to mention on that topic?
I'll just sort of repeat the things that I said before, which is keeping that good time management, not letting things creep up, and making sure that you're doing things, those things that you need to get done, those assignments that you may not be looking forward to, getting the things that you're least looking forward to out of the way first, if that makes sense, so that you don't have massive projects or essays due at the last second. The other thing that I would encourage people is if they are really feeling an unusual amount of stress, to make sure you reach out and let a trusted adult know. There's a lot of resources available at school, and your family can also help brainstorm to help you come up with ways to reduce stress. There's no one right way to do it. A lot of it depends on what works best for you personally, but I do want to encourage students to reach out and talk about stress with someone that they trust if it is becoming overwhelming or keeping them from being able to get things done, because that can be a sign of a larger problem.
Yeah. Today, my guest was Dr. Taylor, school psychologist at Glendale High School from Glendale Unified School District. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule and joining this interview and giving our students advice and helping them get through their final exams and getting ready for their winter break. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much, Bache. I wish everyone the very best of luck for the next couple of days, and I will see you all in 2021.
We will see you in 2021, and hopefully you'll come back soon on this program.
Thank you.